in my second year as well. Um, the I think I'm lucky in that even though there's parts of our society that is very rigid, likely where in the time where you grew up, where people were just you have to follow this same line. I think that there was also a huge counter movement in the opposite direction of fuck college, you don't need to do that, you can do your own thing. And especially with the internet, you see my biggest inspiration for leaving was YouTube. I would see YouTubers that were basically just telling me to drop out. I would see programmers that were using YouTube channels to make an income. So for me, I just saw enough evidence where I wasn't even being that much rebellious. I was just following another pack of people that were doing that. The one thing that I probably could have benefited from staying in college would have been learning to work with other people well, and also just some organizational techniques. I think if I had just learned to not succumb to the system, but to work with the system a little better, I think I would have caused less troubles for myself in the first year or two. But you just have to learn that, yeah, there's a certain way that the rules are set up in an organization, and you need to follow the rules enough, to be a part of the group rather than always going against the group.
That is, first of all, it's never too late to learn such things. There are people well into their 40s and 50s who still have not learned such things. And it's not late for them either to learn such things. But I want to make a point here that I think is very important. We talked about growing up in a certain system. And a lot of people make an honest mistake of thinking that is the system, without realizing that there are so many different systems. And that's something that happens in our industry. You have people who spend the majority of their career in startups, and then they think this is how companies work. And they join a larger company, and then they're completely baffled. How is it possible that people are doing this way? And vice versa. Somebody goes from a really big company into a startup, they're an accomplished professional, and then they get completely lost. The thing that I would highlight here is super important is the curiosity part. Learn the current system, whatever it is. That there is no one system, there is no 10 systems, every situation is different. And the curiosity and openness to learn, why is it set up like that? How did it become like that? Is what makes all of the difference, because world changes, companies change, trends change. So being able to learn, well, what changed? Why did it change? Why does it work the way it does? And then being able, I'll use the word harmonize again, to take your experience and to harmonize it with the current circumstance is something that I find very, very important. And then there's a part that's very hard, which is to accept that your current circumstance might not be fully harmonized with your prior experience. So now you need something new, something different, something that didn't happen before, and that's usually unpleasant. But in my experience, you end up richer for it.
Yeah.